Welcome back, Watchers. We skipped a weekend for this tale to get everything in order for Season 2. It is that time now. Last we left off, the party was conscripted by the Elven Syndicate, mostly due to the fact that the party took something that wasn't theirs. The Elven Syndicate gave them an option. Either perish by their hands, or do their bidding until the debt had been paid off. Naturally, they chose the latter. Since then, a year has passed, and things look much different now. But within that year, things progressed rapidly. As you well know, and as I well stated, the work for the Elven Syndicate began shortly where we ended in Season 1. They equipped everyone with magical items and sent the group on their way. After successfully rooting out various cells of corruption and following those leads, the group found their very first warehouse filled with illegal contraband. This contraband pointed them in the direction that the faction in charge, it was indeed in the process of building hybrid mechs that could be piloted by beings of medium-sized or larger. This took 3 months to do. After this, the group continued this process until they stumbled onto another factory that was in the process of making Thivobian crystal regeneration doable within this part of the world. Things didn't go according to plan, and the party had to flee as the entire place went up in flame, and destruction quickly happened after that. Gix sacrificed his life to save the party as the group fled the scene of disaster. Later on, an investigation was done, and the Redbreast's detective contact told him that Gix's body wasn't discovered at the scene. Somehow or another, he either lived and managed to get away, or the fires were too intense and turned his body to ash. This disastrous event was caused by Shade's entity through the hands of Shade herself. She told the party later that all it said was that it needed the power of the primordial ooze that the factory had, and she didn't understand why. After that, she told the party that she could no longer be with them, for she didn't want to see anyone else hurt by the very thing that she initially called a friend. She left the party and was last seen on a boat heading back to Perak, where she initially came from. Since that time, intel had been gathered, more raids have happened, additional tech had been discovered, and those running the operations of such have been thwarted. It is now the present day, and the year has passed. The four of them, the Redbreast, Death Dodger, Armando, and Vought, have found a major breakthrough within the hunt that the Elven Syndicate sent them on initially. The group known as Mob, Murder Orc Band, and their superiors have set up a secret fortified apartment complex within the Workgate district of Umberhaven, and all signs point to it being an experimental science laboratory. Two of them have gathered together within an abandoned apartment building across the way, and are in the process of planning a way to enter the establishment, thwart their operations, and gather as much information as the party can. This will hopefully point to those in charge and the Elven Syndicate can finally shut down the entire operation once and for all. Due to them missing 2 of their members, the Elven Syndicate has given them backup. For you see, Vought and the Redbreast were injured in a battle with the mob that happened last week. They are presently under the care of the Elven Syndicate, and they have promised that as soon as they are well and able, then they will teleport them back to the rest of the group ASAP. This, Watchers, is where we begin. Let's go see what they are discussing now. Y'all are presently across the street. Y'all see the building. It's a stereotypical apartment complex within the Workgate district. Many floors upward, narrow, has stairs that lead up to the first story, while on the ground floor appears to be once owned by shops and various things of that nature, now have been boarded up, or bricked up for that matter. 2 orcs stand on the stoop, as well as y'all have seen orcs come and go. They seem to give various hand signs and possibly code words. Beyond the door itself, y'all can't see in. And that's pretty much of what y'all have gathered from the front. Around back, there is a fire escape, but that's even more fortified than the front door. Each level has 2 sets of guards on the outside on the fire escape, each wielding various weapons, shields, and the like. What are y'all discussing presently? Agent and the guard, y'all have not so much gotten to know the guard himself because they all look the same. I mean, this could be a number of them, but they're all dressed the same. The agent, however, y'all initially met a year ago. Y'all simply call her, or she goes by, Agent Green.
Oh, ancient ones, please guide us through the dark.
So, how do you want to handle this?
Well, there's a lot of rough-looking guys in there, so hopefully not kicking the front door or anything like that. If I spend a little time, I bet you I can find out what each and every one of those hand signs and code words mean. That might be able to get us in, or bluff our way in.
We probably definitely need to go all stealthy like, for sure. Unlike last week's incident. I do not know who this Leroy Jenkins is, but sure screamed it.
He's gonna be okay, right?
He should be fine. Our best medical personnel are on for both of them. So.
Okay. What do you think, Death Dodger?
Well, stealthy can be done. I think at least myself could sneak through, but we're knowing our destination thoroughly always helps.
For sure. Agent Green. Agent Green's what we call him?
Yeah, that's what y'all call her.
Agent Green, what kind of resources could we get from you? Is there any chance we can get maybe a potion that could alter, not illusion, but physically alter someone's shape? Like, this is me asking for alter self, not polymorph.
Mm-hmm. I
Because
don't
I could
have
copy.
really any of that available right now. I do have possibly a limited use invisibility.
Still lasts for an hour. That's not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty small.
What does the scene look like as far as places to hide, or like what kind of other things are in the space?
As far as this apartment complex or the one across the street?
Well, the one we're trying to get there, right? So we're trying to figure out
literally across the street. So, and
yeah,
there's other apartment buildings around. So,
it's just a matter of sneaking over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Out of sight. Okay.
And it is dark. It is nighttime. So,
well, that always helps.
I want y'all to give me a perception check.
Sure. And so it begins. Boom! 20. Let's start off right tonight.
I got half of that. I got 10.
It would appear that for once, I'm actually paying attention.
With that, Armando, what are you distracted by?
Armando's not, well, yeah, he's distracted. Armando's distracted by trying to go over a plan in their head. They're just literally, it's like, okay, if I post up near enough, I can read their minds while they're doing all those hand signs, and I can, given a day, I could probably figure out what each and every one of those code words are. Yeah, that's a good plan. Oh, Death Dodger seems like she saw something. Whatever.
Death Dodger. Off down the hallway, you hear skittering.
Skittering?
It seems to be coming y'all's way.
So, when we were holding up here, state of observation, how, like, hush-hush did you guys keep that? Because...
what do you mean? It is...
I mean, it sounds like something's kind of coming our way right now, so if we're...
We want to probably hide, maybe?
I'm going to definitely take up a position of caution just inside the door. So I'm going to come around, like, at the door. I'm just off to the side, like the ambush position, to see if something tries to actually open the door or not. Ready to go.
What does Armando do?
That is a good question. Armando is not much I can do. I'm gonna try to hide as best I can too.
Okay, both of y'all give me a stealth check.
Yeah, I got a whopping +0. Ooh, I'm a 5.
That Dodger.
20 again.
Nice.
The guard basically takes a defensive position, and the agent, basically, Agent Green hides behind another door on the opposite side. How is Armando hiding?
Armando isn't. Armando is doing that thing. He's like, oh, where do I hide? How do you hide? There's nothing to hide. Where do you hide? but like non-vocally, just like.
Okay.
I'm like pointing in the direction you're pointing at. I'm like, where?
Like doors, closet doors, or in the kitchen, or whatever. It's just like, get.
Not my expertise.
He's staying in the middle of the room being bait. Thank you, Armando.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Eventually, the sound gets louder and louder and louder. And around the corner, spiders all pour down the hallway. And they're tiny. They're not huge spiders. And eventually you see a figure in the middle of them. As it gets closer and closer. What do y'all wish to do?
So they're like down the hall?
Yep.
Oh.
Coming in y'all's direction.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not engaging a small heap of spiders. That's.
It is.
I'm looking for a place above the floor level now.
Okay.
Like a piece of furniture I can kind of perch up on.
That actually gave me the perfect idea. Armando will now be like, oh, duh. I will then go to somewhere in the, like, somewhere on the, like, the corner of this room, crouch down and cast minor illusion on myself to look like a recliner.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Death Dodger. Pretty much, are you in the same room as Death Dodger?
I'm in the same room I was in before. Yeah, I haven't.
Okay. The only thing nearby is Armando, the recliner.
Yep.
What do you wish to do, Death Dodger?
The only thing for me to get up on is a recliner?
Yeah.
Does not feel like it's going to be highly effective as an option.
No, but it's also Armando too. So.
Well, Armando can have the recliner. I will.
He is the recliner.
Oh, he is the recliner. Oh. Well, I'm not climbing Armando. That just gets weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in an empty room, huh? Fun. Well, looks like I'm assuming spider stomping pose.
Okay. Eventually, the skittering gets louder and louder and louder, and this being just kind of almost like it hovers on these spiders as they move across the floor.
Oh my god. What is that?
Okay, so that's like, okay.
That's horrific. What the
Yeah,
heck is that?
that's a horror show. I think Armando's gonna jump out the window.
You can't. It's barred.
Oh
Uh,
my god. Well, I could have climbed bars. Bars are a thing.
Yeah, but you can't get through the bars.
No,
So-
but I was looking to go up.
Oh.
Okay.
Would you like to describe yourself? And what
I
does the
would.
party see?
So, as they sort of hear the swarm approach, the sounds sort of start to reverberate not only through the grounds but up the walls, and spiders start to come out from the sides of the doors and the tops of the doors. And if you were in the hallway, you would see the swarm, who is a who is a race that is unique to the game. The swarm is a Torella, which is a spider person. They have 6 arms that they use for general manipulating objects, and 2 arms that they sort of walk on. The swarm is currently sort of scoping things out because they've got a mission that they're on. They're trying to find some kids. They're trying to find some orphans. And they are checking every room. So as you guys are hiding in there, the spiders start to come out from the top of the doorway, and alongside the spiders, crawling on the ceiling, comes the swarm.
Both of y'all make either a history or nature check.
$17.
hey, same roll as me, 17 for history.
Y'all have actually heard of Torella before. They come from Miva. And they're one of the mutated races that was created when the Miva meteor hit. They're rare, especially in this neck of the woods, but not uncommon. They are they're like vagabonds. They travel the world, never settling too much in one place at extended amount of time, unless they have a purpose, and then they will stay as long as they can. Most are friendly. Most
But they're spider people?
they are spider people, and a lot of magic people hunt them for body parts and whatnot. So.
Oh. Okay. I'm not
Well.
super happy about this.
Nope.
But that's okay.
Do the spiders come near me at all?
The spiders are probably sticking around the swarm currently. They kind of look like a hairy mat on the ceiling. They're so thick with spiders, and the legs are just sort of swaying. But they're in a they're in a sort of density where they aren't going too far away from the swarm.
Okay.
Can I see this I see this individual like floating on the spiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus, what did I do? Oh, it's this move stuff. Sorry. Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to move out. I'm gonna try to connect to their mind, so that I don't give away my position as a recliner. He's like, okay, sound confident. What are you doing in this place? You just hear that in your head. You can respond to this.
The you see the head kind of like the creature go like
Nope.
sort of
Okay, please
thinking.
leave. In your head immediately, please leave. I don't want any of this.
Who is talking? Who is speaking? Hello? Hello? They look down at the spiders. Hello? What are
Yes.
you doing in such a place as this? You know, I do not usually see. And they sort of look at the elven guards and they go, "You're kind here." And I'm. The swarm is mostly talking to Death Dodger right now because Armando is a chair.
Yeah.
Anando knows his role.
I don't usually see your kind either.
Yes, well,
Do you
I am.
live around here?
I live most anywhere. But I suppose the question must be, are you an ally or are you a obstacle?
It depends what you're trying to do. I need to know whether we have our goals in similar alignment if I'm going to know if we can be friends or not.
I should probably roll an insight roll of some kind because I don't think the swarm would be like, "Oh, well, yeah, sure."
Like,
course.
I don't know what their swarm's intention is. Not a clue.
Oh, that is a 23.
Excellent.
So I can probably like figure out by like the guard armor, like these guys, if they're in this area, they're going after these orcs in some way.
And you do know because of your latest follower that these are them.
You are one of many as well. Vagrant. Yes, the children do like to speak about you on occasion.
Oh, well, excellent.
I am here because I take care of the desolate and forgotten little children of Umberhaven. And some of those children have been unlawfully claimed by these orcs. Is this what you are going for as well?
I would like to roll insight on this.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Both of y'all go ahead and roll insight.
I was gonna say, while he's rolling insight, like
That's
Death
good.
Daughter's just gonna be like, well, yeah, children getting abducted seems to be a big problem in this city. So
It really
absolutely.
is. I really do try to do my do my best to prevent. It sounds bad, but I do take care of the children before they are taken care of. But there is only one me, as it is.
What were you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to make sure that this isn't some like either like a cleverly disguised ploy to be like, yes, I'm your ally, but really she's going to eat us, or B, yes, I take care of the children and put them in my webs later. Like, those are my two main concerns.
My thought on it is that if someone's approaching me and presenting themselves as an ally and wants to fool me when in fact they do have a sinister backstory, they would absolutely not present themselves as a creepy ass pile of spiders. So I felt
Yeah,
like
you think that they
the
might try a little
presentation
harder.
was proof of the mild intent.
I will allow you to answer this.
So yes, the swarm actually is legitimately, basically, Umberhaven's foster care system.
That's horrifying. All right.
Essentially, their sort of goal is if parents are sort of going to be put in debtor's jail, or if there is a family can't take care of a child anymore, the swarm is able to either A, get that child to a safe location where they can be taken care of, should the parents want to claim them again, or B, take care of the child themselves, depending on whether the parents are concerned on how they'll be treated within the sort of orphanages that are already set up in Umberhaven.
Okay.
They're kind of like the one thing, like the guards aren't horribly bothered by they're bothered by the swarm, but they're not like concerned with them because they sort of keep there's something that like vagrant little kids can be held accountable to. Like if a little kid is stealing like apples, the guards can be like, hey, keep this kid under control. Instead of having to like actually.
Okay. All right. The recliner turns into a well-dressed individual.
The swarm like. This is unexpected.
In the same voice that you heard in your head. I think they're on the up and up, Death Dodger.
I'm just really glad that the spiders are on our side.
Oh God, yes.
The spiders sort of like they go up the swarm's legs and sort of land on their shoulders and back like a furry cape. And they flip around and drop to the ground.
I just want everyone to know this is Sam's absolute worst nightmare. Just. Oh God. Okay.
Give you a moment to throw up.
Oh God.
Eventually, Agent Green comes around the corner and looks at everybody and says, "Are we good?"
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am
fine.
not. What are we defining as good here? Because I do not sort of. Basically, the swarm doesn't like having morality applied to them because they've had morality sort of externally applied to them before. Evil, good, that sort of thing.
More so on the up and up. Are we all friends here, or at least all gonna get along? Is more so the question, I think.
I will not cause trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. There'll be no trouble.
No, there will be no trouble. I am not the kind to, attack from front or side or even behind. I run. That is what I do. I run with what I need.
Right. So, we were discussing how to get into the building across the street.
Why do you even need to discuss? It is so easy.
Oh yeah?
How would you get in the building across the street?
Oh, I mean, like I said before, it's easy. It takes sewers. I mean, every big building like that needs lots of drainage. And I mean, come on, have none of you checked? Have none of you really checked how one disposes of waste in this city? It is so easy to find things. Yeah, follow me. Come on.
I'd rather not.
You can follow me from front if you like. We are just going to sewer.
No, I just.
This area is pretty clean sewer. Not many people are defecating in this area, so
put up some big boots.
It is mostly just rotting rain water material, the occasional crocodile corpse, and whatever these experimenters are dumping into my sewers.
Agent Green smiles, slaps you on the back, Armando. Come on, you'll be fine.
Yeah, we're not that close. Please don't slap me on the back.
I'll buy you new boots.
It's okay. There are boots in sewer. We will find you new boots in sewer. There are many good boots. You just pull them off skeleton. It's easy. It's very easy.
How many skeletons are in the sewer?
Not as many as you think. The alligators usually eat the bones before you can find the skeleton.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. This is a great place. Great plan. Love it.
It's just like across the street, so it'll be a short trip through the sewer at least.
Yes, and it has not rained in a little bit, so it is not even that wet.
All right. I mean, a sewer? Death Dodger, you're totally down with that plan, huh?
Hey, if I'm okay with it, you should be okay with it. I'm a lot closer to the sewage than you are.
All right. I guess we'll wing it while we're in there. All right.
Come on. Let us go into sewer. This was an excellent plan, and I am glad to have backup. As you can see, I am very small. And they're, I believe, how big are Torella again? I think they're like 4 feet.
3 foot.
3 foot. It's tiny. Little spider.
As y'all head down the hallway to the basement of this place, the Torella, which calls themselves the Swarm, opens the sewer grate, and y'all enter. The Swarm goes first. Who goes second?
Death Snatcher's cool to go second. If that's all right with you, Armando.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the first time I've been in the sewers.
Cut to the rogue spiders sort of skittering up and down the Swarm's arms.
Yep.
The Elven Syndicate guard goes next. Agent Green smiles once again at you, Armando. After you, of course.
Yeah, I can think of no one better at my back.
And Agent Green enters. It only takes a short amount of time. But do y'all all move stealthily?
I try to always move stealth.
And if so, please give me a stealth check from each of y'all.
24.
That is a 22.
I got a nice 10. Yeah,
I mean, you're probably just so
average.
grossed out that you're like...
That's about right for my character. Not super stealthy.
Eventually, y'all make it across the street, or at least you think you made it across the street, as the Swarm slows down.
1, is number 1, which is fun. What is it? That's a little. Yes, this is the grate is up head. We go up first grate. First grate is great. Second and third grades, no good.
Okay.
I think if you are able to see ahead, they're dumping stuff into my sewer. It is, I mean, that is what sewer is for, you know. But unpleasant. Is there a ladder up to the grate, or
No,
are we
there's
going to
not.
have to do it? The swarm goes, okay, follow me, and climbs up the wall. And then realizes that you guys can't climb up the wall and goes, this is inconvenient.
Maybe. Hold on.
This is very inconvenient.
Death Dodger is going to reach into his bag and pull out a grappling hook and a rope. I'm not sure.
Just take rope to top, tie it off
just-
on something.
Yeah. Okay.
Would be safer.
Works for me.
The middle hand takes the rope and skitters up there. What is there to sort of tie the rope to? Can I tie it to the grate itself, or would that be like we have to move the grate to get out?
You got to move the grate to get out.
Okay. What can I see through the grate?
Do you move the grate?
Well, how? No, I haven't moved the grate yet. I'm just sort of peering through the slats to see, like, if I can see movement out there.
No. There appears to be in your general vicinity no movement. If you'd like to take a detailed look, please give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that is a juicy 7. Cannot see anything. This hood covers my eyes. All of my eyes are covered. All 8 of them. So I guess then I'm going to do maybe like stealth or sleight of hand to try to like lift the grate up slightly and slide it just a little bit. Just to get a better feel of things.
So give me a stealth check on that one.
Okay. That is 14.
You manage to pop the grate up and slide it ever so carefully over. What do you wish to do next?
I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to try to see if I can see anyone now that I've moved the grate a little bit. Another perception check.
As you pop your head up ever so slightly, go ahead and give me a perception check. And can you see in the dark?
That is 22. I'm not. You tell me. This is your species, Dave.
It didn't say. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes. You were able to see within
Probably
the dark.
black and white. Okay. So I can. That was just 22 in
yeah.
perception.
So go ahead and place your mini
Excellent. I will place.
on the city grate.
Okay. Get to our rodeo. Let's see, where am I? Where is that grate? Right here.
It's up, yeah, right here.
crazy. Ugh. So I'm going to well, I mean, like, what do I see around me? Like, what is the first thing I notice?
First thing you notice is these strange machines that seem to be like activated, and large rectangle boxes of sorts. If you look over with the perception that you have, there is bodies inside.
Are
as
any
well
of
as
them child-sized?
Not at all within this area. They all seem to be of medium-sized.
Okay. I'm going to try to find something to tie the rope to.
One of these machines. The one.
Yeah. I'll do one that's like bolted to the ground because I'm guessing like these things are so heavy. I'd hope they'd be bolted to the ground.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
that this one is pretty well bolted. This one, not so much.
A little shoddier. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna tie it to the sturdier one, and sort of crawl back down the grate and be like, "Come on, I will warn you, it is pretty gnarly up there. Additionally, I hope you can see in dark because it is also dark for you."
I mean, there is lamplight, but further down in the second corridor.
Okay. It is pretty dark, so just come up quietly and do not react loudly.
Who goes next?
Death Dodger was next. So I can move that. She's got the rope sort of hooked up. I can climb up behind her.
Yeah. If you're going to move up stealthily, give me a stealth check.
Yep. $15.
You think you did pretty good. Once you're up there, are you looking at anything specific or just doing a generalized scope of the place?
I think a quick scope, but I also want to position myself like she's climbed through the grate at this point, or is just looking out still?
I'd say that the swarm had to climb out to tie the rope, so they're sort of out and on the wall.
Okay.
Just sort of checking things out.
Okay. So yeah, I will quickly scope as well before I climb out. Always good to know what I'm getting myself into.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Nine.
All you see is pretty much what the swarm told you. That was in the room. I mean, strange machines, these boxes of sorts with the glass, and people were in them with a strange green mist.
Well, I'll climb out. I might as well. Everyone's got to come up, so climb out cautiously and quickly sort of get myself away from the grate to a place where I have a bit of cover in case someone enters the room.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself. These are pillars, by the way, that hold up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The Elven Syndicate guard comes up next and positions himself behind this pillar. Armando.
Guess I'll climb up.
I've left you some space.
How considerate of you, thank you. So I very carefully climb up to avoid all spiders.
The swarm is so close, like just so close to the opening.
My mouth is shut, tight. I can fully see in the dark. This is super freaky. I would like to check this stuff out.
Okay. How are you doing that?
This stuff that they're hooked up to, what's it look like? Does it look like, it look kind of like a generator from here to me, like real world, right? Sorry, but yeah, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
No. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigate. Hey, I got that. Look at that. Oh, that was so close to it too. 18 plus 4, 22.
Indeed, it is a type of generation machine. It seems that because y'all have experienced the ooze before, from the process of generating these crystals. And essentially, it seems like this machine is pumping in mist from canisters. That is located on this machine in various styles and various magical inscriptions and the like are all interwoven into this thing. And it is on presently on this particular one you're looking at.
Pumping mist in. Are these individuals inside alive?
With the roll that you rolled, this guy inside is breathing.
Shit. I'm gonna link up. I can only link up with one person at a time, I think. With Red Death Dodger. These people are still alive. It's pumping. These machines are pumping in mist into these containers. I know I rolled investigate already. Could I grasp and what this would be doing to them, or would that require something else?
Medicine check.
Medicine. Okay, well, better than nothing. Let's see. Hey, wow, okay. That is a dirty 20. 18 plus 2. Roll the same thing twice. Nice.
From what y'all or what you see, it's some kind of regenerative properties. As this particular person seems to have been missing an arm or something, and looks like it's regrowing it back.
Oh, what is that guy's species by any chance? Like, could that be an important part?
Yeah, that's a good point.
This one is an elf.
Okay, so they're not all orcs. Is anyone?
Or they're not like this sort of mutated species like the Torella.
So far, you have in these 4, there appears to be no rare races.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, good to know.
I'm repeating this message to everyone mentally, so we don't have to make any verbal sounds. It's like, just explaining that whole setup that looks like it's regenerating their limbs.
And with
what's up
that,
with?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's up with these mummies and this pile of bones and stuff?
They seem to are not plugged into any kind of machine at all, and it appears to be they have been there for a while now.
Those are just corpses.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
10.
1.
Nice.
5.
This dice has repeatedly rolled 8 and 18 several times tonight.
Highs and lows.
What else are y'all doing in this room? The swarm, are you still on the side of the wall? Or have you moved?
I'm probably on the ceiling, sort of like taking the long way around to the door on the other side, or wherever that light is coming from.
Okay.
I'm mostly just trying to stay out of a logical line of sight for someone.
Okay. So go ahead and move yourself. Armando, have you moved to any of the other containers? Or are you
I'm literally checking each and every one to see if there's anything significantly different between them. Checking to see which one of them are still alive. Ooh, and specifically, if they're alive, which I know at least one of them is, I want to try to mind link one of them.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't go crazy.
Death Dodger, what are you doing?
Okay. I was intrigued by what's going on here too, but Armando seems to have that more so in hand. As interesting and creepy as all these things are, I want to keep my head in the game and focus on the task at hand. So I'm going to be near the door as well. Slowly creep myself forward to kind of shadow our other 2 soldiers here and be ready near the door in case something comes in.
Armando, does it send out a wide broadcast, or do you have to target each and every single body?
I have to do one at a time for my basic one.
Okay. Is there a role specifically?
No, it's basically it's a thing I can just do. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Telepathic speech is a bonus action. Choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. You and the chosen creature can speak telepathically with each other while you were within 3 miles of each other. This connection lasts for 4 minutes.
Okay. You reach out to this one that you initially came in contact with.
Yep.
And you get no response.
Nothing.
Where do you move to next?
Well, let's go ahead and be thorough. Lady over here.
She seems to be missing more of her body parts than the
Jeez.
previous one. And she seems to be human.
Knock, knock.
No response.
No one's home.
But she is breathing.
Okay. What about this lady over here?
You hear something.
Hello? Oh, shoot.
What's that? What's that?
Hello? Did you say Oscar?
What's that? Dobre rano.
Are you speaking a different language? Hello?
Gdzie Sam?
Okay, you're conscious. Is this person moving? Are they whole in one piece?
Yeah, do you look inside?
Yeah, for sure. I got to look at them to make the connection.
Their eyes open.
Okay, yeah, let's get you out of there. In your head, you're gonna hear, okay, I need you to be real quiet. Can you do that? I'm gonna take the silence as a yes, you're doing a great job. You're doing great. My name's Armand. I'm gonna help you. Just please stay calm. And then immediately switch connections, and I'm gonna start shooting telepathic message to everybody else in the room. This person's awake. I'm gonna get him out. Cover
Have you
for
turned
me.
off gas yet? Make sure that we are not being gassed.
Well, I haven't done anything. Look, don't argue with me over the mind link. I'm just telling you real quick.
Well, I'm sorry that you are a stranger. And I know not what your thought processes are, although you can connect thought.
That's fair. You're right. Okay. Well, yeah. Without telling anyone, I'm going to take their advice and shut off the gas first before I do anything else. Like a propane tank. Just going to turn that off real quick. I don't know anything about this machine, by the way. I am not technologically inclined. Dude, can I make heads or tail of this thing?
So, give me...
Well, I could turn this thing off. History? Good. I got history. All right.
No.
Oh?
Give me a straight IQ roll, or intelligence roll.
Better than nothing. All right. All right, 14. 12 plus 2.
You think righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, you know?
That's fair. If I turn everything right, it'll turn everything off. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, for the most part. And with that, you hear as this green mist pours out the side of the glass as the glass lid pops open.
Oh, man. Okay.
And she's
Hi.
just laying there.
Doing great. You can stand up. Just try to be quiet. We're in a very dangerous place. Do you know what happened to you? Can you?
No.
Okay.
No, but I can understand you now.
Okay. That's the start. All right. Do you remember who you are?
No.
No. Okay.
The box says EX08, by the way.
EX08, huh? Huh.
And the other ones had different numbers, but the same letters.
Yeah, because they're creepos and they're doing experiments on people. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me. Need some help getting out of the box.
Uh, yes, yes.
Come on. I put my hand out to help stabilize you so you can.
She seems quite heavy for who she is. Go ahead and give the Watchers and Armando and the rest of the cast what you look like.
I appear the parts of me that you can see as a Asimar or a Celestial, as I would have been. I'm very gaunt, very pale, almost a gray color. You can see some parts of me that are kind of rotting. But my skin is very, very pale. It doesn't have that flesh like there's blood underneath it. And it kind of looks like that they replaced parts that maybe weren't workable or couldn't be retained. Blonde hair, blue eyes, seem to have maybe been very stunning at one time or another, but now she's kind of corpse bride pretty-ish. And you can hear all of her parts starting to kind of come awake. So some of her parts are whirling and making noises, and she seems to be like, we call it today downloading, which is why the translator's starting to work, and her parts are starting to take effect. But yeah, some of her metal is very heavy, and she's very stout, I guess, but because of her machinery.
Yeah, you quickly realize I'm no help in this. You go put weight on me. I'm like, okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
He folds like a reclining chair. He just folds back into chair.
I'll make your way up in here. Yeah.
I will try. I will try. I think I have this. And you see her hopefully gingerly put her hands on the side of the box and jump over. That's the attempt, anyway.
Give me a Dex saving throw.
Oh, he would do that. All right. No saving throw. $21.
Yeah, easy enough. You were able just to climb right out of the box.
Yeah.
Armando, when she does, you notice a large... It looks like a backpack, but it is just of machinery parts. And it looks like there's 2 slits on the side of this backpack where if you did put something in it, they just fall out the side. And a canister underneath that slightly glows that greenish glow that you initially turned off on the machine itself. Even her eye that's missing comes on, and it has that greenish glow as well.
Okay. All right. And like Armando's like really like physically stunned right now. This is the whole thing. But they compose themselves and okay. Like I said, I'm Armando. When you remember your name or choose one, feel free to let us know. But we're in the middle of something. You're currently in the basement of a building, and you were being hurt by these people in this building. That's why you were in the tank. I'm very sorry for that. I want to just start off with that. These people in this building are incredibly dangerous. We need to do something about these people, so we're gonna keep going. If you don't think that's a good idea for you, you can stay here, or go back up through that tunnel, and make your way back up to, the daylight. But we're gonna keep going and try to put a stop to these bad people.
I have never seen a building like this. What is it made out of?
The building?
Yes.
Stone?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I don't understand these things.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen things like this before, but I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything. And she starts crying, and this is
The
a
swarm's
lot for
gonna
her to take
come
in.
over at this point. Kind of weird little spidery mother instincts kicking in. Very bad to look at.
Oh, aren't you precious?
You are a very big girl. You are a very big girl.
I seem to be bigger than I was.
Such big, brave girl. Oh, look at that. You are already remembering what size you were. Such good progress.
I suppose. I know I didn't have these things.
And that is another thing you know. Look at you. We are going to get you better in no time.
Oh,
Oh man.
you have a lot of spiders on you.
Yes, they are many. That is their name.
I don't even know what spiders are. That's fantastic.
Yes, you know what spiders are. That is also very good. See, we have such big list now. I'm going to need new scroll to write down all the things you know. Yes, these are my little spiders. They are very soft if you want to pet them. They do not bite, trust me.
I don't know if I would squish them. Maybe later.
Yes, maybe later. I do not want to make you uncomfortable or push you past, your boundaries right now. You're really coming to yourself, so we do not want to rush.
I know I don't want to stay here.
Okay, come on. We aren't going to stay in here, but first we have to fulfill whatever these people's missions were, and I need to find my children.
You have children? Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, they are mostly adopted, but the swarm takes any and all.
Is
so
he
we
one
need
of
to
your
find.
children?
Oh well, they have been kidnapped. No, he is not one of my children.
What about the
He
little guy
he
over
would have a
there?
stronger stomach if he did. No, not the little guy over there either.
Okay.
But these are friends. My children, at least one of them, really likes them quite a lot.
Okay. Maybe I'll work on remembering my name. If I had.
That's totally great.
Don't know what y'all should call me.
We can find a name for you if you like. I do not have regular name.
You do not?
No. I mean, I call myself Swarm, but my real name is... But that is difficult to pronounce.
What about the little guy? What's his name?
I do not know. I have asked no names.
What's the little guy's name? Who's kind of hiding behind the pillar?
Why don't we go over and talk to him? Come on. Follow me.
What is Death Dodger doing right now?
Well, I had been guarding the door, so but this has obviously been quite interesting. I probably came back to make sure that Armando's pulling this rather large humanoid out of the tank.
Mm-hmm.
That nothing disastrous comes of that. So it seems friendly, so I'm relieved at that. But predominantly, I think my main task is still the reasons that we're here. So just making sure that she's an ally, not an enemy.
Mm-hmm. Roll me insight.
Sure. $19.
Would you like to answer this, EX? Or shall I?
I don't remember. I might be an enemy. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to remember.
Well, stop giving her rigmaroles. Look at her. She obviously is confused.
I didn't actually ask her anything. I was just checking her out.
I see look. I see look.
Yeah, she looks very confused. And by the other bodies and whatnot in these things, she might have been in that box for a very long time. Or at least has been in her state for a very long time until they got a hold of her. What do y'all wish to do?
I think we should try to move on. So, we have a mission here. Sounds like it's getting bigger.
Like a church?
And she knows what church is.
And what a mission is.
I don't know why. In my head, that said that's like a church.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm hearing voices in my head. That's not good. And y'all hear, she has a thing on the side of her head. Like, it's not huge, but it's making noise like it's trying to do something or another.
Could I try casting Detect Magic? Just to try to get a vibe of what sort of magic is at play here?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me, or not roll me, how long is it going to take you to cast a spell? Are you going to do it instantly?
One action.
Okay, so.
Yep.
Okay.
So, out 30 feet.
Shield of Faith activates.
Now, yeah.
Come on, that'd be awesome.
Roll me Arcana.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Let us see. That is 15.
You don't understand it. It is not your typical school of influence. You do detect, though, there's a strong magical presence on the other side of the wall, off in this corner.
Am I able to sort of discern? Because I can see, I believe I can, what is it? I can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and I learned at School of Magic, if any, so I don't know her magic. But am I able to sort of distinguish this object on the other side of the door's magic?
I don't remember the name of it. It used to be enchantment, but you can detect that it seems to be magical objects.
Okay.
And one seems to be in a shape of a shield and another one seems to be in the shape of a mace.
Well, I think I have found some of your stuff. Most likely. Does she have anything on her, like armor? She probably doesn't have any weapons.
Her armor literally seems to have been bolted to her.
Ooh. Oh, come on, let's go. My goodness, you really have had a lot go through you. A lot has gone over. A lot has happened.
What is Armando doing?
Armando, seeing that Swarm is taking care of this, I would have checked in on this person and on this person in that time frame.
Both people seem to still be breathing, but no connection.
Okay.
And the one that was next to EX8, which would be EX7, seems to have some mechanical parts grafted to them, but not a lot.
Okay.
She is the most complete.
All right. I'm gonna move over to what are we calling this person again?
He is a Elven Syndicate guard.
His name is Liam.
I remember this one is something Green, Agent Green. Green. Let's just Liam the guard. Okay, we call him Liam even though he does. That's not actually his name. Liam, hey, see anything over there?
There are some large vats of that green stuff, as well
occupied?
There's a sword, there's a shield and a mace in the corner on a pallet. And give me a perception check.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, 12.
Yeah, you see pretty much what he described. Death Dodger, what are you doing?
Well, I don't really want to take head on this so much. So, I think ideally, if we know what's waiting for us, best to just move forward. So your assessment from this new person is that they're safe to have with us, and do we want to try to find a place to sort of stow them while they're kind of figuring out enough about themselves to be ready to tackle stuff? Do you want to hide here, or are you going to come with us while we...
I will come with you. I don't want to stay here.
Okay.
We do have sewer option. You can go in sewer. It's very nice. It's kind of dry. I can send down Spider to be with you.
I'm not familiar with sewers.
Okay,
Nice.
so one thing on the... Yes, they are very nice, actually. This one is very nice. Abandoned buildings have nice sewers.
EX, you feel a strong sense of longing, of something is missing from your life, and it seems to have that longing seems to be pulling you forward into the next room.
She just continues to look around and just starts wandering toward the next room, looking at everything. I will go over to the mace and the shield.
You may move yourself. What's the rest of y'all doing as she just wanders off in the next room?
The swarm is sticking close just because, you know, like up on the walls and stuff out of like a direct line of sight, but I think they're like her sort of confusion is very like the swarm loves teaching. They love sort of helping guide people who are unsure of things. So their instinct is very much to stick close to EX, make sure that she doesn't get scared or confused or accidentally hurt herself.
Okay. What's Death Dodger doing?
He will also feel obligated to protect what is obviously the weakest member of our party so far. So moving into the next room as well, definitely. He's been sort of itching to get going, to move on, to explore this place. Mm-hmm. So obviously staying with the group, but kind of spearheading things as we're moving forward. Definitely always staying in a guarding pose, kind of on the outskirts of the group. So I positioned him now near her.
What's Armando doing?
Armando is pretty confident that the new person has got some serious coverage there with those two. So Armando's gonna act a little bit out of character and head forward. They're gonna be behind some of these barrels and just try to see what else is over here.
Okay.
And actually, while I'm next to these big ass vats, it's like, what's in them?
It is. You've seen it before, and it is the green liquid from the overall Vobian crystal making.
Okay.
And yeah, it's toxic stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna keep looking down here, see if there's anything of note down here. What's this, by the way?
That appears to be a
chimney.
door.
Oh, it looks like a door.
It does.
All right.
And pretty wide door too. Everybody give me 2 rolls. If everybody's moving quietly, I need everybody to give me a stealth check.
18.
Oh, not one.
Oh, 23. Oh, God.
EX.
I'm not even trying. No, I'm learning how to walk again, and I'm
over all the
like.
things.
Can I say that since these two were pretty close to me, that I cast Longstrider on them at a 2nd level?
And what does that
sort
do?
of that. Let's see. Longstrider at a 2nd level. You touch a creature, the target's speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends, and the spell lasts an hour.
And who are you doing this to?
I'm doing this to Death Dodger and EX.
Is it Only one creature, though? Or is it...
No, when I cast it at a second level, I can do it to an additional creature.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Both of y'all feel a little pep in your step. So... Everybody also give me a perception check.
Much better. 19.
That is a tasty 9.
14.
EX.
My mic doesn't want to unmute. Natural 1. I know nothing.
Okay.
Which is fitting. Okay. Nope, still rebooting. No idea.
EX. You are totally oblivious to your surroundings. As you look down, and the longing is there, and you see it. It is your shield and your mace. Something that you have not seen. It feels like forever. Just laying on a pallet, up against the wall. Dust and cobwebs have covered it up.
Oh!
Cobweb check. How much cobwebs?
It has been here several years.
Alright, I'm going to go over while I'm right to him. I'm going to pick those up while I'm right there and just clean them off. And you just hear her saying, Lightbringer. Lightbringer.
The swarm. Your senses tingle. And you feel a presence that has just entered this area. Armando, you hear the clickly clop of shoes on the stone floor. Death Dodger, you notice the swarm perk up and look in the direction Armando does. As Armando looks beyond that.
Okay. So they're swimming out that direction? Well, I can space myself a little bit because Armando's off by themselves. Never like to leave anyone strands. So I'll come up to where Armando is and look at what they're looking at.
As y'all see, buried in what appears to be a book, wearing a lab coat and hearing what appears to be pencil in hand with glasses, a gnome. He stops and looks up at y'all. And everybody.
Wait. Can I cast Can I try to cast blindness, deafness?
No.
Or is there not enough time? Okay.
There's not enough time. Everybody give me initiative.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
And please
Okay.
let me know.
11.
Nice 12.
Ooh.
Very well.
So, Armando is what?
12.
14 for Death Dodger.
Whoever's rolling on D&D Beyond, it automatically does it. So,
Okay.
choose those dice. And with that, we begin. EX8. What do you wish to do? As you pick up your shield and your mace, and you feel the energy course through your body, and you remember the battlefields of old. Destroying those that opposed your God. Those that would destroy the very livelihood of its people. Healing your comrades in the process. As you look over what everybody else is looking at, what do you wish to do? To the point that your voice motors are not working correctly.
Sorry. I'm going to look over at everyone and I think I'm just going to observe. I'm having that memory still shaken up. You just see her. If you're looking toward her, she looks confused, but kind of lost in thought and is just looking in the direction of the gnome. So I will just hold my turn.
Okay.
I'll not do anything this turn.
The gnome looks at y'all in rather a horrid look and pops up and says, y'all don't supposed to be here, and she doesn't supposed to be awake. And with that, he turns and runs. Death Dodger, what do you wish to do?
All right. Well, probably gonna sound an alarm of some sort. So, how far away was he?
Each square is 5 feet.
I had this feeling like I might actually be able to catch him right now, depending on how long this extra energy I have going. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to stop him. Get after him. Can have him dashing off. So let's see. How much additional movement do I get with Longstrider?
10 feet additional.
So can move 35. 1, 2, so that would be my regular movement. And if I take the dash action to catch him, then that shouldn't be any problem. I was like, my walking speed almost caught him, so just a little push myself a little harder there. And we're going to, I'll just do a jump kick, I guess. I don't want to completely destroy him. We don't know enough of these people, but we know we're not supposed to be here. Let's just take him out. So. I'm doing an unarmed strike. Ooh. Gonna. As I'm running, the tattoos, which are a pretty recent addition to my character, start to glow just slightly in the dim light. And by the time I reach him, they're getting just a little brighter. So as I finish my burst of speed and jump kick him from behind, I am feeling somewhat, and I hit with a 19.
Oh, easily hits.
All right. So that is my. I'm gonna try to shock him a little. So, as I kick him, wow. Okay, as I kick him, lightning seems to arc out of my feet somewhat and kind of engulf him, doing 5 points of damage, but also I'll spend a key point as well to. Does that work? Flurry of blows. So I'm just looking through this. I've never actually gotten to fight yet. So I'm gonna put a little additional burst in.
Armando.
Yes, one additional burst into it to make 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay.
So, do I have to roll for both of those separately?
Yes.
Okay. The first one is 10.
Actually hits.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty then. 5 damage, and the second one is 23.
Definitely hits.
For 7 damage.
How does this look to Armando from this distance as you basically pummel him into total unconsciousness?
It looks kind of awesome, really. Like, he just saw me take off at a speed he has never seen me run at before, and I just leap. Lightning arcs around, my tattoos are glowing, and after my kick knocks this guy down to the ground, I just, a couple well-placed chops and he's out. I'm standing there right beside him like, problem solved.
And with that, we go out of combat. And I do believe it's that time of the night before we continue. To take a break, watchers. and let the party gather and figure out what they want to do with this little gnome and their positions from there. So let's come back in about 15 or so minutes and continue the story. See you then, Watchers.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge. Now, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back, Watchers. I hope you had a very relaxing break, as our party did. And as they are presently in a situation where they knocked out a gnome, let's go see what they do with him and where they go next. Y'all are in various parts of this room / building. Death Dodger has just knocked out this gnome. Armando, you saw the whole thing, so we'll start with you.
Whew. Good to see Armando had some in their hand crackling magical energy that just kind of they just shut off. Oh, good. Didn't have to do anything. And I'm gonna. Well, we know this is a door here. Real quick, I'm gonna talk to Agent Green. You're checking that door?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I'm gonna head over to whatchamacallit. I keep forgetting your character's name for some dumb reason. Shoot, Petra's character. Death Dodger. I'm so sorry. Total brain fart. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. That background noise is me. Hold on. Let me shut my door.
EX and a swarm. What are y'all doing?
I am going to give many the spiders. I'm going to give them the command web trail to set a web across this sort of door opening here, so that I'll know if anyone passes the threshold, and to set a web here. You see where I'm moving? The swarm,
no.
sort of set a web across these doors as well.
So, over to your right, there is a paintbrush, and underneath that is a measurement, and after that is your pointer tool. So if you click on the pointer tool, you can do... So
Okay.
So
here, I'm having the spiders set webs here, and across here.
Okay. So they're gonna do that one first.
Okay,
That's the
makes
biggest
sense.
door. What is EX doing?
EX is going to move down by... Let's see, where do I want to go? I think I'm going to move down by the green lady.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello,
I didn't catch your name.
Agent Green.
Agent. What does that mean?
It means that I am an agent.
Is that important?
Indeed.
You're important? Oh.
Yes.
Should I bow?
No, do not bow. You might
I've
want to
been
step
asleep.
back away. I'm about to open this door, so no telling what's going to happen.
Oh. Okay. I'll go back over here then. If you need me, I'll be over here.
Okay.
And I'll stay by my crate. Because it's now my crate. I have claimed it.
Death Dodger. Armando approaches.
Okay. I was gonna drag this guy back. There's a staircase here.
Yeah.
I don't want to have our backs exposed, so do I notice? Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do I notice that the agent is about to open the door?
From this area, probably not.
Okay, it's an odd choice, I think, to wait until she's alone, and we're all over here. But okay, I'm gonna start dragging the unconscious gnome back, or just hoisting him, depending on how small he is.
Okay. What is your strength?
My strength is 13.
Oh yeah, you can drag him easily.
Okay then. So let's just haul him on back to about here.
Okay.
Armando is welcome to talk with me. If Armando was talking to me, obviously I would wait for Armando and just engage as well in conversation to justify my obliteration of this highly suspicious scientific gnome.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you did a great job with this one. Jeez. This Dodger. I didn't even have a chance to fully set off my spell.
Oh.
I came over to help, but it looks like you got it under control. You need me to help you tie him up or something?
I don't know if he's going to be getting up again anytime soon. I was just wondering if there was like a place we could lock him in, or just like gently place him at the bottom of the sewer grate, or bring him to the attention of the agents anyways. Yeah, we should probably tuck him somewhere. It's probably a good idea. How close to death's door does this guy look right now?
He's bleeding out.
Oh, well, we should patch that up.
Do you need any like heals or anything? Like, does he look...
we probably don't need to kill him, I guess.
No, I don't know. I got a 12 medicine check. Any chance I can stabilize him?
Do y'all have any kind of medical supplies?
I don't
always keep some
There
stuff
are
on me.
mushrooms growing off of me. Pop one in his mouth, play a little roulette.
I do carry bandages in my little sack there, so they can always be handy, I suppose. Not sure if bandages is what you mean, but we could try. I can do a medical check.
So Armando rolled a 12.
Yeah, I rolled a 16.
Okay, so
But
both of y'all together bandage him up quite well, and y'all stabilize him.
Yay.
Nice. Good, he's not gonna die.
Yeah, I didn't really want to kill him.
No, but I mean, either way, it's good, better to keep him alive so we can, ask him questions.
It's true. Don't really trust anything of what's going on here. Anyone who's involved in this process is obviously hellishly evil and should not be trusted even slightly. So tuck him over in a corner and make sure we're there when that door opens. Psst, psst, Agent Green, hold up 1 sec maybe, okay?
She looks over. I've unlocked it.
Okay. We going stealth?
What are we waiting for?
We're just catching up, waiting for us to all be together maybe? Unless you know what's on the other side of that door.
I have a suspicion, but you might want to step back away from it.
Yeah.
Just in case. Are we waiting for me to open the door? She looks
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay. And she stands on the side of the door, and with a bar that she's picked up, she basically unhinges it and flips it open. And sure enough, fire erupts out of it and shoots across the room. And then goes back in.
Interesting.
Perhaps incinerator of some kind?
Indeed, it is.
Disgusting.
Probably, since it's big enough, it probably to get rid of, and she points to EX, her kind. Or, gets rid of the Adderite chemicals that they seem to be brewing into liquid form, which is highly not right. And these vats that y'all see is they're huge. Not only they're 5 feet across, but they're on these concrete pillars, and seems to have spigots and whatnot out of them, and each barrel is at least 8 feet tall.
Are there hoses or anything? Because if these have spigots, we could potentially start the process of destroying these things by just wiring them over to the incinerator.
Doesn't seem to be. Death Dodger and Armando, y'all have experienced this stuff before. This stuff is the stuff that makes you go absolutely batshit mad, and is highly toxic, and is what you think that created the explosion to begin with during that one factory incident several months ago. The stuff also the entity wanted.
Ah.
How y'all are missing 2 members of y'all's party.
Yes. Well, I don't think we really, as nice as a sample would be in theory, sure not interested in carrying any of this stuff around. So it's good to know it's here. Destroying it would be an excellent thing to do, but we want to make sure we do it right. We sure don't want to release it down into the sewer grates at all.
And stop them from doing it anyway.
What do you think, Armando?
I think this is best left alone for now, since it is highly volatile, and we deal with the problem up above.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cut the head off the snake, the rest dies. This stuff won't do any harm if, you know, we get rid of the people who are going to do harm with it.
Yeah.
And there's a better chance that we'll fuck up and cause an even worse damage if we try to mess with it. None of us are trained in dealing with that stuff.
Oh, no, for sure. It'd be good to get a crew in here of some sort. From people who are.
We can't do that unless we empty out this joint, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Agent Green pops up. If this is untouched, we can definitely get a crew in here. That was the whole goal last time, but you know how things ended.
Okay, so yeah.
All right.
I say we leave it be for now.
Okay. Let me find my kids.
Yeah. So the staircase is the one way out of here then, if we wanted to go that way. Unless we're going back in the sewers, which I don't think we're interested in doing.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Up the staircase and I guess see what's cooking up upstairs.
So I've tucked our boy in among these things over here.
Okay, give me a survival check.
$15.
15. Yeah, you think you've pretty much hidden him pretty well amongst the pallets and the sacks and the likeness. What are you doing, EX?
Do I see the gnome?
Roll me perception.
$21.
Yeah, you got to see him before he was stashed away.
Okay. So I have to bring up the map, but she would be drawn to check him out. So I'm going to go over there and see how he's looking. And we start seeing things whir and move in her extremities. And I just need to see how he is doing and what his medical assessment is.
Roll me a medicine check.
That would be a natural 1.
Yeah. He seems right as rain.
Y'all see me just like go to pat him on the arm, and like my hand starts glowing, and I accidentally cast Cure Wounds on him. But she doesn't realize what she's doing.
And with that, I think we will leave it alone for the next time around, Watchers. For he was unconscious, stabilized, and you know what Cure Wounds does to those type people. So let's find out in 2 weeks and see what the reactions are, Watchers. Thank y'all for tuning in for tonight. It has been most interesting indeed. And let us give a big thank you for something that would have never been possible without these lovely people. Wrong thing. Sorry, guys. There they are. Well, there's some of them. Let's bring the rest of them in here. Boop, boop. There they are. So, we're going to go around the room, and I am going to say the character name, and they are going to announce themselves, plug anything they want to, say things about tonight's first session in Season 2, and then they are going to announce another character, and they're going to do the same thing, and so on and so forth, until it comes back to me. So, with that, let us begin with Armando.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sam. I play Armando in this game. Don't know what to say about this session. I played last season, so anyone who watched before knows Armando's deal. He's got a lot of stuff in his backstory that half the people here don't know about yet. So we'll see how that comes up. This is super fun, and as I always do, I plug something. I don't have anything going on. Watch Castlevania on Netflix. It's dope. I'm going to pass it off to Death Dodger.
Hi, I'm Petra. I play Death Dodger. Once again, I also have nothing to plug right now. There is events coming up on the weekend of the 18th. My friends over at Mini Terrain Domain are running a fundraiser for Game to Grow, which is a fantastic charity in the States that brings games to kids with social connection, anxiety, autism, sort of helps build social structure and community through gameplay. So a cause close to my heart. So keep an eye open for that. Otherwise, we've also got another event happening that weekend too over here. So I will be branched between both of those. So yeah, all building up to that, and otherwise just playing on these fun, enjoyable distractions with interesting people on Mondays and Fridays. So I'm just gonna pass it off to I don't remember her name because it's the first time we've played, but the epic spider lady that creeped Dave out, or Sam out, sorry. Definitely worthwhile.
Thank you. The Swarm was played by me, Belle Flazar. I've been focusing on like the sweeter parts of the character where they like take care of like children and stuff, and they're very proactive. But I could see how upon first meeting this moldy spider person, how that could be a little distressing.
Hiding the parts where you eat people, I'm sure.
No, I don't think they eat people. I think they're they probably just eat rats. Let's see, what to plug. Today I will plug antihistamines. It is pollen season. Pollen season's in full swing. My windows are green every morning I go outside because of all the pollen. Antihistamines.
They are your friend.
They are your...
All right, next person.
Oh, yep, and announcing EX.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I play EX, and I have been gaming since the late 80s. And you can find me on TikTok under Thicket the Gnome, but you won't find much. A little bit of D&D stuff, but it's mostly gardening and other recipes and that kind of stuff. However, I'm a big believer that D&D is for everybody, so I like to plug that the XP Guild, and everybody should feel welcome. If you're looking for a game, look us up, subscribe, hit all the stuff. We take anyone. We take girls, we take guys, we take whatever. Within reason. Spiders. We like spiders. The whole thing. So if you're looking for a place, please look us up. Gaming really is for everyone. Don't let anyone. I have run into this, so this is what my platform. Guys telling girls that girls can't play D&D. D&D is for everybody. And Dave knows that because I've known him forever. So back to you, Dave.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So lots of things are coming up. Not only continuations of shows and the like, but as Petra mentioned, the XP Guild is pseudo part of that. We are piggybacking on I don't know exactly how all of it works, but essentially we are going to be part of a gaming convention called Not At Con, which also gives charity money to, I think, that same charity. I'm not for certain, but
the answer is yes. They did join forces, actually, because working together. That's why I felt it was okay to plug that here.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yes, we are actually sponsors of the Not At Con, and go sign up. It is like a little above $5. And there's a ton of great people running games. We are going to be doing a joint game between me and Bill. We're co-DMing. Basically, the party has come back with the riches and are now kind of in the state of trying to return their goods. I forgot exactly what we call it. I am horrible. But anyway, go check us out. Other than that, like, subscribe, and what Sandy said below, there's all our little buttons. Just click, click, click. And other than that, I think it's that famous time that our party and myself says goodnight for the evening. Party. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Gute Nacht.